Good evening. Good evening. Assalamu alaikum. Members of the board, President DeJoya, distinguished guests, faculty and staff, family members, and most important of all, graduating seniors. Welcome to the Tropaia exercises and senior class celebration of the class of 2024. As many, but I am not sure all of you know, I did not until a year ago, Tropaia is an ancient Greek word. Translated into English, it means monuments raised in honor of victories. At Georgetown, we carry forward the tradition of honoring noble effort and achievement by coming together to formally recognize students who have excelled academically in their majors, as well as those who have demonstrated outstanding leadership, service, and impact within our community. And now, it is my pleasure to invite to the lectern Hamza Al-Siyufi, member of the graduating class, to begin this evening with an invocation.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم نشرح لك صدرك ووضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارغب صدق الله العظيم.
Thank you, Hamza. I now have the great honor of inviting John J. DeJoya, President of Georgetown University, to the lectern.
Good evening, everyone. It's a privilege to be with all of you tonight and to have this moment to gather in celebration of the class of 2024. On behalf of our entire Georgetown University community, I wish to express congratulations to our senior class. This evening is a recognition of the class of 2024 and all that this community has accomplished over these years together. Let me offer a special word of welcome and appreciation to the families, alumni, friends, and partners who have joined us tonight, and all those who will be with us tomorrow for our commencement ceremony. I want to thank you for your presence, for your support of these graduates. To our senior speaker, Ayet Bouhajeb, I want to thank you for sharing your reflections. And to our students who are being recognized this evening, congratulations on your accomplishments. I'd also like to extend my most sincere gratitude to the leadership of GU-Q and to Dean Masri. Dean Masri has demonstrated extraordinary leadership this year in guiding and supporting our GU-Q community. And I also wish to acknowledge Dean Joel Hellman, who joins us from Washington, the Dean of the School of Foreign Service. To our entire Dean's office and our entire staff, I want to thank you. We're so deeply grateful for the contributions that you have made into the lives of our students this year and throughout the time that our students have spent on our campus here in Doha. And to the members of our faculty, never has more been asked of you, and we're grateful for everything that you have enabled us to accomplish and for all that you mean to this place. Tonight we honor the journey that our class of 2024, all of you, have taken to reach this moment. We celebrate the community that you have forged over these years, and we recognize this moment of transition as you embark on the next stage of your lives as graduates of Georgetown. There are three enduring elements that shape university life, three commitments that characterize a university: a commitment to formation, to inquiry, and to the pursuit of the common good. A word on each and what they mean for us here at Georgetown. Formation. The university provides a context for young people to engage in the work of personal formation, to come to terms with the question, what constitutes an authentic life? Formation is the work to wrestle with this question of authenticity, to learn what matters most to you, to understand your deepest and truest aspects of your identity, the person you are, the person you're called to be. The context for formation, all of the activities you've engaged in here, your academic courses, your co- and extracurricular activities, your service and engagement on global issues, through clubs and activities, entrepreneurship and scholarly research, student government and journalism, the creative arts and debate, during explorations of Doha and the rich history of the Middle East, through time spent in prayer and contemplation, and so much more. All this is the context through which you've engaged in this work of personal formation. Formation happens in the context of the friends you make, the people you encounter, the faculty you learn with, the staff who mentor and support you. And it happens in the context of a community, a university community shaped by our Catholic and Jesuit identity and our openness to people of all faith traditions. Formation is the continual and persistent engagement and seeking to understand the person that you are, the person that you are meant to be, the person that you are called to be. There are many settings in which a person may engage in this work of formation. What distinguishes a university is our belief in the significance of knowledge. This is our second enduring commitment as a university, a commitment to inquiry. The university is a place dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge, with faculty who have devoted their lives to this pursuit. You can engage in formation in many different settings. In the university, this work is organized around knowing, the methodologies of knowing, seeking to grasp the process for knowing. It means pursuing the truth, wherever it may lead. And the third commitment of the university is to contributing to the common good. The university seeks to contribute to the common good. The university enriches the public discourse. The university shares what it has discovered. It engages in the needs of the world around it. The common good, the idea that there's a good we can achieve together that we could never hope to achieve alone. This element of our work is especially urgent now, one that has shaped your experience here at Georgetown at a time when we face profound challenges in our world. This class, you began your time at Georgetown in a period of great difficulty during a global pandemic. More recently, devastating conflicts in Gaza and in places like Sudan and Ukraine have all challenged us. I've heard from many of you about these challenges. Grief in the midst of grave violence, a deep concern for the killing of innocent children and families, and for some, immeasurable personal losses of family and friends. Formation, inquiry, common good, inextricably linked and mutually reinforcing, and this work takes place in the context of a university. In the context of a university, one shaped by a sense of community. As members of this university community, we are never alone. We face difficult moments together as a community, shaped by an enduring set of values that guide us in all that we do. Our commitment to knowledge and understanding, to engagement and dialogue, to care for one another. If there were moments when we could have done more, when we could have been better, remember that a community is always a work in progress. A community is always becoming. As long as we are never satisfied, as long as we are always striving, as long as we always seek what in the Jesuit tradition is called the magis, Latin for the more, as long as we never forget this core commitment that we share by virtue of our membership in this community, this commitment to always be seeking what more we can be, we will always have grounds for hope, This community, the relationships you've forged over your years here, the knowledge that you've gained, the experiences that you've shared, the values of this place, these are all now part of you, the person that you have become. You are all grounds for hope. Tonight, we celebrate the class of 2024. We recognize the journey that you've taken to reach this moment and the path that lies ahead for each of you as members of our global Georgetown community. Together, you have demonstrated the great promise of the university, the importance of an engagement with knowledge, a deep capacity to build bridges of understanding, and an unwavering care for one another. You've reached the milestone of graduation in the midst of the most difficult of challenges, personal and global, and in so doing, you have all become a source of hope. So let me once again offer my sincere appreciation to our class of 2024. Congratulations on reaching this moment. I look forward to our time together this evening and to being with all of you again for the formal celebration of your commencement tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, President DeGioia. We will now have a short break and commence our dinner with the first course. Please enjoy, and I will see you back shortly. Class of 2024, you became Georgetown students in 2020 at the height of the COVID pandemic. Rather than enter into a buzzing hive of activity, you started your Georgetown career from home or from your dorm room in Education City. You met your classmates and faculty primarily online. There was limited access to campus. Most classes were offered remotely. And you remained in this hybrid mode until the following fall. Yet, you persevered. You made the best of a bad situation. You forged friendships with your peers. You earned the trust and respect of your professors, and they earned yours, which made your particular Georgetown experience all the richer once you were together in person on campus. Over the past 4 years, you engaged with fellow students from all over the world, some like you, some entirely different, and now you exit having been transformed. On behalf of all of us, it has been a privilege to occupy a front row seat as we have witnessed your transformation. Yours is the first class with whom I have spent a full academic year as dean, and every second I have had with you has been a delight. I've been working in higher education for more than 3 decades. I mean it when I say that the students I have encountered at this university, on this campus, possess the most innate academic talent and show the most promise of any group of young people I've ever encountered. Your hunger for engagement with the world is insatiable. Your thirst for knowledge is unquenchable. Your enthusiasm is infectious. After 4 years with us, you now have the tools to professionally navigate your way anywhere in the world. You will assume leadership roles on the world stage, and you will make your voices heard. You have borne witness to great tragedies. We have students here from conflict zones around the globe. For some of you, your stories are harrowing. At least 2 of our students, 1 of our faculty members, and 4 of our staff members have lost loved ones in the catastrophic war on Gaza. Ahmed Zayed's father was gravely injured in an Israeli air raid and urgently needed to be transferred to Egypt for emergency medical treatment. It took 3 weeks for an ambulance to collect him. He died on the way to hospital. Muhammad Usraf lost the entire side of his father's family. 22 of his relatives were killed in one fell swoop, in one deadly targeted airstrike. We have students here from Yemen, Sudan, Ukraine, Myanmar, and elsewhere. Many have stories of loved ones who have experienced, or they themselves have experienced, trauma, loss, and oppression. And yet, you have learned to be strong, to persist, to fight, and to appreciate the seemingly little things that others take for granted. You embrace the opportunity to uplift your community and to share each other's triumphs and pains. You value communal exchanges with classmates from cultures entirely unlike your own. You have traveled with fellow students and faculty to former zones of conflict. You have traversed the world by virtue of your classmates' shared lived experiences. You have been immersed in the rich culture of our host country, Qatar. And you have formed bonds with one another and with the larger GU-Q community that will last a lifetime. What I have encountered here, I did not see in my many years as an educator and academic leader. Namely, the frequent exchange among students of small, kind gestures of caring and empathy, of service and support, of love. Let me tell you how these small gestures of kindness, these little moments of great beauty, have affected me personally. The past 7 months have taken a heavy toll on all of us as we've watched things in Gaza unfold. We have been traumatized by what we have been witnessing, some of us up close and very personally. Part of my job is to ensure that the students and faculty and staff in this institution can continue to function as our news feeds flood us daily with more images of violent conflict and tragedy in our home countries, particularly as we see the devastating images of destruction and human suffering and loss. I find myself deeply moved when I see members of this community checking in on one another, providing support and often solace. My heart melts every time I walk through the atrium, as I often do, and a student stops me, as many often do, to ask me about how I am doing or what they can do for me and for the community. Or to say, as one student did when she came to see me during my office hours back in December, Dean Masri, I came to see you not because I need anything. I just want to know how you are doing. You've been taking care of us, but are you taking care of yourself? These seemingly small, but actually gigantic gestures of kindness give meaning to our community. They put into practice the Jesuit values that define us. They remind me that each and every one of us is answering to a higher calling. And not a minute too soon. I have a sense at the most visceral level that in spite of all the insecurity we're experiencing, or perhaps because of it, we're on the brink of a new era. It feels like a major global reset is coming, or might even be here. It's an anxious time, but it's also an exciting time, as each of you will likely be major actors in this breaking news story, especially our female graduates. I am incredibly proud of the fact that 7 in 10 of our students are female. When I'm asked whether we should strive to achieve gender balance in our student body, I always answer, why? After all, the scales have been imbalanced in the other direction for millennia. I am proud that we have just hired 3 distinguished female faculty, one at the full professor level, who will join us in August. I'm committed to increasing female representation on our faculty, particularly at the senior level, and to providing better support for our female faculty, particularly at the junior level. I am equally proud that our female graduates are balancing the gender scales in diplomatic circles, in public diplomacy on a global level, where women can and must play a vital role, because study after study has shown that when women are at the table, the outcomes are better and last longer. We also need you at those tables because it is the natural order of things and because it is the right thing. Speaking of women, let us remember, as we celebrate Tropaia, that the ancient Greeks not only honored their heroes, they also honored those they lost with elaborate funeral processions and offerings. Tonight, we do the same. We have already invoked the memory of loved ones lost to violent conflict. Let us also honor Dr. Amira Sunbul, who passed away in February. She was a legendary figure and a treasured member of this community. She was a professor of history who specialized in the history of modern Egypt, Islamic history, and law. She was a trailblazer in the study of women, gender, and Islam. Amira was a scholar, a leader, an esteemed colleague, and a much admired teacher who influenced countless students with her infectious love of history. She is greatly missed. Her legacy will live on in this community. I am proud to announce that annually, starting tonight, we will bestow the Amira Al-Azhari Sunbul Award for Women's and Gender Studies. The award will be given to a graduating student who demonstrates scholarly excellence and community outreach in the field of women's and gender studies. And I hope candidates for this award will be considered whether they are male or female, because males also have a lot of work to do to advance women's issues and women's studies. Now, if I may ask you to stand and join me in observing a moment of silence honoring the people we have lost. Thank you. Now, in addition to honoring you, our students tonight, I want to honor the many people who helped make your extraordinary success possible. This includes our friends and supporters at Qatar Foundation, most notably Her Highness Sheikha Moza bint Nasser Al Misnad and Her Excellency Sheikha Hind bint Hamad Al Thani. I also want to recognize our distinguished visitors from our Hilltop campus in Washington, D.C. Our president, Jack DeGioia, whose vision led to the point that we are at today, his joint vision with Her Highness Sheikha Moza. But we also welcome Dean of the World School of Foreign Service, Joel Hellman. We welcome Board of Directors members, Jeannie Rush, forgive me, Jeannie, Father Ronald Mercer, and Board of Regents member, Frank Prevetti. Please, a round of applause to our board members who are here with us. And our board members come here thanks largely to the efforts of Marie Matson, Secretary of the University. So Marie, it's great to have you here. Father Bosco, who got off his flight just a little while ago, we're very happy to have you. Anne-Marie, Emily, and Kobe. It's great to have you all here. I also want to take this opportunity to acknowledge the incredible faculty and staff here in Doha who have guided and supported you along the way. I ask that anyone in this room who has taught members of this graduating class, faculty and staff alike, to please stand and be recognized. Finally, I honor your families. Before this week, your parents could only boast that their children were students at Georgetown. Starting tomorrow, they'll be able to boast that their children are graduates of Georgetown. So it's only right that I ask parents and others who helped these graduates get over the finish line to also please stand up and be recognized. Thank you. Thank you, parents, for giving us your children and for entrusting us with their care. They've become our children in the process. I now ask Angela Jacob, Assistant Teaching Professor of Philosophy, to come to the lectern to present the special recognition certificates, minors, and honors and honor societies.
The following students have completed a capstone or thesis for a certificate or a minor in a secondary concentration in the School of Foreign Service. Students, when your name is read, please stand and remain standing. Please hold your applause until the last name is called. For earning a certificate in American Studies, Maria Khan. For earning a certificate in Arab and Regional Studies, Sara Al-Hajri and Valeria Chertilina. For earning a certificate in Media and Politics, Aisha Al-Dosari, Amna Al-Kulaifi, Haya Al-Muhannadi, Anam Fatima, Haboon Jibril, Olicia Savka, Noor Shadid, and Mirna Yamuz. For earning a minor in Indian Ocean Studies, Fatima Yunusa and Shiko Zaidi. Thank you. You may now be seated. Honor societies hold a special place in the celebration of scholarly excellence. Governed by boards of accomplished scholars and employing rigorous standards for admission to their ranks, honor societies recognize excellence and achievement in many academic disciplines on a national and indeed international level. Students, when your name is read, please stand and remain standing. Please hold your applause until the last name is called. The following students have been inducted into Omicron Delta Epsilon, the National Economics Honor Society. Iana Abdul Aziz, Abdul Rahman, Umayma Ahmad, Rauda Al-Blushi, Haya Al-Dosari, Nada Al-Gahini, Noha Al-Hamid, Reem Al-Hashimi, Yara Al-Jaida, Lulwa Al-Kabi, Noor Al-Kawari, Fatima Al-Kawari, Haya Al-Muhannadi, Hamza Al-Siufia, Maryam Al-Thani, Jemaima Athigwa, Rami Shauki, Shannon Chen, Valeria Chertilina, Yas Al-Argubi, Eli El Haj, Haika Fatima, Iget Irakoze, Sirajuddin Kakramonov, Alice Kangabe, Zaina Khalil, Zlata Krasic, Noor Muhammad Mukhammadiev, Rene Mutari, Rejoice Onyanagubu, Niharika Pant, Sagar Rathi, Devashish Regmi, Olisia Savka, Ivan Shandibin, Anisha Sharma, Neha Sreshta, and Huda Saeed. Congratulations. You may now be seated. The following students have been inducted into Pi Sigma Alpha, the National Political Science Honor Society. Students, when your name is read, please stand and remain standing. Please hold your applause until the last name is called. Pragyan Acharya, Karina Adamova, Moza Al-Kabi, Amna Al-Khulaifi, Noof Al-Mal, Reem Al-Muraiki, Aisha Al-Musleh, Suhaim Al-Thani, Diana Amandosova, Christina Ataf, Ayat Buhajeb, Ilgar Gapagov, Maryam Hashimi, Balkis Hijazi, Nala Mukbil, and Hala Orabi. Congratulations. Students, please be seated. The following students have been inducted into Phi Alpha Theta, the National History Honor Society. Students, when your name is read, please stand and remain standing. Please hold your applause until the last name is called. Hasna Abdullah, Ragad Al-Ashar, Aisha Al-Dosari, Salem Al-Aida, Sara Al-Hajri, Noha Al-Hamid, Reem Al-Hashimi, Sheikha Al-Jabir, Moza Al-Kabi, Sara Al-Kabi, Fatima Al-Khanji, Amna Al-Khulaifi, Reem Al-Kubaisi, Maryam Al-Kuwari, Haya Al-Muhannadi, Aisha Al-Musleh, Abdul Rahman Al-Ubaidan, Kaltham Al-Subay, Alanud Al-Thani, Aldana Al-Thani, Lamia Al-Thani, Maryam Al-Thani, Sharifa Al-Thani, Suhaim Al-Thani, Christina Atat, Omar Shihab, Ilgar Gapagov, Balkis Hijazi, Abdullah Hussain, Haboon Jibril, Zaina Khalil, Maria Khan, Juan Carlo Landean, Nala Mukbil, Noor Shadid, Aisha Shah, Asma Shakil, and Fatima Yunusa. Congratulations. Students, please be seated. Each year, a number of outstanding students from 33 institutions of higher education from around the world that owe their foundation and mission to the educational work of the Jesuit order are chosen for membership in the Jesuit National Honor Society, Alpha Sigma Nu, based on academic accomplishment together with a spirit of generous service. This year, the following students have been inducted. Students, as I call your name, please come to the stage to receive your certificate. Pragyan Acharya, Karina Adamova, Hamza Al-Siyufi, Salome Mamuladze. Huda Syed. Mirna Yamoots. And Fatima Yunusa. I now call Jeremy Coons, Professor of Philosophy, to present the Phi Beta Kappa Honor Society members and academic honors.
Phi Beta Kappa is America's oldest honor society and remains its most prestigious. Founded in 1776 by students at the College of William and Mary in Virginia, Phi Beta Kappa is dedicated to the principle of liberty and the free and unrestricted pursuit of academic inquiry. Fewer than 1% of graduates from U.S. universities are invited to membership in Phi Beta Kappa, which has become the sine qua non of outstanding achievement in the liberal arts and sciences. The following students have been inducted into Phi Beta Kappa. Students, as I call your names, please come to the stage to receive your certificate. Pragyan Acharya. Karina Adamova. Zlata Krasic. Huda Syed. Mirna Yamut. And Fatma Yunusa. As with universities throughout the world, Georgetown places a Latin phrase on the diplomas of students who have earned high grades throughout their undergraduate career as a special honor. Laus is the Latin word for praise or distinction, and the Latin phrase is thus the universal mark of exceptional academic achievement. This honor is awarded in 3 ranks. They are, in ascending order, cum laude, with praise, magna cum laude, with great praise, and summa cum laude, with highest praise. During the commencement ceremony, the names of these students will be read along with their honors notation. Students, when your name is read, please stand and remain standing. Please hold your applause until the last name is called. For achieving cum laude, Ayat Buhajib, Ilgar Gapagov, and Aisha Shah. You may now be seated. For achieving magna cum laude, Karina Adamova, Hamza Al-Siofi, Ammar Shahab, and Maliha Khan. You may now be seated. For achieving summa cum laude, Pragyan Acharya, Zlata Krasic, Salome Mamuladze, Asma Shakil, Huda Syed, Mirna Yamut, and Fatima Yunusa. You may now be seated. I now have the honor to invite Noha Abu El-Dahab, Assistant Professor of International Law, to present honors in the majors.
Every year, some students distinguish themselves in the major by completing a thesis. Students, after I call your name, read the title of your thesis and read the name of your faculty mentor. Please come to the stage to collect your honors in the major chord. The following students earned honors in the Culture and Politics major. Nuha Al-Hamid for her thesis, Jedda's Identity in Light of Saudi Arabia's Sociocultural Changes. Her faculty mentor was Hannah Zabara. Salome Mamuladze for her thesis, Writers of the Nation, Patriotic Literature and Contemporary Protest Culture in Georgia. Her faculty mentor was Firat Oruch. And Noor Shadid for her thesis, Quebec's Bill 21, Division Between the Nation and the Province. Her faculty mentor was Ian Almond. The following students earned honors in the International Economics major. Umayma Ahmed for her thesis, The Impact of Mass Media on Family Planning Knowledge in Pakistan. Her faculty mentor was Jack Rosbach. Nada Al-Gahini for her thesis, Exchange Rate Shocks and Female Labor Force Participation Rate, Evidence from the 2016 Devaluation of the Egyptian Pound. Nada got honors with distinction. Her faculty mentor was Alexis Antoniadis. Hamza Al-Siyufi for his thesis, Trade, Dollar Dominance and the Emergence of New Vehicle Currencies. His faculty mentor was Manolis Haji Constantino. Igat Irakoze for her thesis, Beyond the Boardrooms, the Impact of the Gender Quota Policy on the Household Decision-Making in Rwanda. Her faculty mentor was Jack Rosbach. Zlata Kracic for her thesis, The Effect of Framing Unsaving Behavior in Children. Zlata received honors with distinction. Her faculty mentor was Ramon Cobo Reyes Cano. Alessia Savka for her thesis, Do Immigration and Demand for AI Plus Skills Drive Demand for STEM Education in the United States? Her faculty mentor was Alexis Antoniadis. And Huda Syed for her thesis, Substituting Food for Education, Evidence from BPL Ration Cards in India. Her faculty mentor was Lamis Katan. The following students earned honors in the International History major. Omar Shihab for his thesis, Sectarianism in Lebanese Politics, A Changing Narrative. His faculty mentor was Edward Kola. Maria Khan for her thesis, Impunity as Norm, Rethinking International Law in the Era of U.S. Drone Warfare in Pakistan. Maria got honors with distinction. Her faculty mentor was Edward Kola. And Asma Shakil for her thesis, Where the Empires Meet, The History of Christian Medicine and Missionaries in Kashmir, 1846 to 1880. Asma got her honors with distinction, and her faculty mentor was Corinne Walther. The following students earned honors in the International Politics major. Pragyan Acharya for his thesis, Schooling Revolution Seeking Justice, Rural School Teachers and the Quest for New Nepal. Pragyan got honors with distinction, and his faculty mentor was Uday Chandra. Karina Adamova for her thesis, Onward Migration from Germany to Austria. Why do high-skilled migrants continue moving? Her faculty mentor was Amanda Garrett. Yet Bouhajeb for her thesis, Paving the Way for Authoritarianism, Tunisia's Democratic Transition Post the Arab Spring. Her faculty mentor was Abdullah Al-Arian. Sabah Latif for her thesis, Shaping Perspectives, a comparative study of the representation of Syrian refugees in French and German newspapers following the refugee crisis of 2015. Her faculty mentor was Linda Irulo. And Shiko Zaidi for her thesis, Muslim Women in Democratic Politics, a comparative study of rural North India. Shiko got honors with distinction. Her faculty mentor was Uday Chandra. I now call on Santiago Garcia, Assistant Professor of Economics, to present the Faculty Awards.
Thank you. This year's recipient for the Culture and Politics Outstanding Student Award is a scholar of excellence, an engaging writer, and a memorable, confident speaker. Additionally, her personal warmth, ability to lead, organizational skills, and convening power enable her to bring together a keen, dedicated team of student leaders to structure the African Students Association in a manner that enables them to contribute to the revitalization and enrichment of student life in post-pandemic GU-Q. The school is richer in many ways for having her as a student, and best wishes to her as she moves on to new chapters. The CULP faculty is thus pleased to award this year's CULP Outstanding Award, Student Award, to Fatima Yunusa. Congratulations, Fatima. The recipient of tonight's International Economics Outstanding Student Award consistently demonstrated herself as an exceptional student and an integral part of the broader community. In addition to maintaining an impressive academic record, she has undertaken a groundbreaking honor thesis, utilizing behavioral economics, wherein she explores the efficacy of framing techniques in fostering saving habits among children. Despite her demanding schedule, she has generously dedicated her time to serving as a peer tutor for courses in microeconomics and international trade, as well as assuming the role of undergraduate teaching assistant for international finance and international trade. Without a doubt, her commitment to academic excellence and service to her peers make her an undeniable candidate. The faculty are pleased to award this year's Best IECO Student Award to Zlata Kratsic. Congratulations, Zlata. Tonight's International History Outstanding Student Award can be described as one of the biggest history geeks any of us have ever encountered. But in addition to her passion for history, she is also one of the funniest, most curious, and kindest students we have come across. She cares more about the journey of learning than about these kinds of prizes. We aspire to be her, actually. On behalf of the History faculty, the IHIST Award this year goes to Asma Shakil. Congratulations, Asma. For the International Politics Outstanding Student Award, this year's recipient exemplifies Georgetown core values through his excellence inside and outside the classroom. His passion for research matches his enthusiasm to work with and inspire others to accomplish shared goals. As an Education and Social Justice Fellow, or as a student chair of the Honor Council, he has demonstrated exceptional leadership skills that, along with his formidable intelligence, will stand him in good stead in the years to come. The faculty is pleased to award this year's IPOL Outstanding Student Award to Pragyan Acharya. Congratulations, Pragyan. The Certificate in Arab and Regional Studies Award goes to two students this year. Sara Al-Hajiri, thesis entitled Enslaved and Educated, The Notable Roles of Concubines in the Early Abbasid Court, is a sophisticated, extremely well-written, and remarkable historical study of a complex subject. Congratulations, Sara. Valeria Chertilina, thesis title is The Evolving Role of Natural Resources in the Relative Power Dynamics Between Small States and Major Powers, the Case of the Gulf's Small States. Her work offers a clearly defined research scope and a well-argued and structured thesis, which make good use of elaborate theories in the field. Congratulations, Valeria. The Certificate in American Studies Award goes to a student who has been passionate about the United States and its foreign policy since her first year at GU-Q, a passion she brings into classroom discussions, her writing, and her research. On behalf of the American Studies faculty, the CAST prize this year goes to Maria Khan. Congratulations, Maria. The Certificate in Media and Politics Award also goes to two students, one for the best thesis and one for the best e-portfolio. Anna and Fatima's thesis, titled The Baha'ya Janata Party's Communalization of Media, met all evaluation standards due to its compelling theoretical framework, use of multiple research methods, and primary data analysis to examine the complicated interplay between identity politics, and ideologically driven news reporting. Congratulations, Anam. This year's best CMAP e-portfolio belongs to Aisha Al-Dosari for her versatile analysis of the Gulf heritage music called Shailat as a contemporary youth-generated media of cultural hybridity and technological innovation, while also highlighting the entanglements of Shailat with socio-cultural issues of masculinity, nationalism, patriotism, and militarism. Congratulations, Aisha. The Abu Hamid Al-Ghazali Faculty Award goes to a student whose work across all disciplines has always been fantastic. She has constantly impressed her professors since her very first year at GU-Q, and her performance in class was truly exceptional. This year, she was awarded the very prestigious Rhodes Scholarship, which is in itself an amazing accomplishment. For this reason, the faculty is pleased to give this award to Asma Shakil. Congratulations, Asma. The James Reardon Anderson Memorial Award for Academic Integrity honors the student who best champions the cause and promotes the value of academic integrity. The Honor Council faculty agreed that one student in particular stands out. He joined the Honor Council in his first year at GU-Q, and now in his senior year, he serves as the student chair of 2023-2024. In this role, he has taken initiative far beyond expectations. He tirelessly organizes and directs Honor Council student meetings and events. He provides guidance for the sanction reduction program, student outreach, and faculty outreach activities, as well as Honor Council training efforts. He designed a survey among students' perception of the Honor Council and another survey about how GU-Q students use AI tools. He's simply an amazing student chair. Congratulations to Pragan Acharya. This year, the Academic Council is proud to introduce a new award in memory of a cherished faculty member who passed away this year, Professor Amira Sombol. A pioneer and historian in the study of modern Egypt, Islamic history and law, women, gender, and Islam. Henceforth, the Amira El Azahari Sombol Award for Women's and Gender Study will honor the graduating senior who demonstrates scholarly excellence and community outreach in the field of women's and gender studies. The inaugural Amira Award goes to Maliha Khan for her strong curricular and extracurricular investment in women, gender studies over the course and her undergraduate career. Maliha conducted an impressive range of research, projects on women's mobilization in political struggles, women's leisurely life in Doha, historical construction of motherhood, ecofeminism and feminist philosophy, women writers of the Global South, and gender and education in the Middle East. In addition, she was the core member of Futurist Female Qatar, logo designer of Project Gender and Demilitarization by Ali, amplifying leadership of global youth, as well as a writer and contributor for Bossier magazine, a feminist magazine on DC campus, and the Georgetown Gazette. We are proud, very proud, that Maliha's diligent work has culminated in being admitted to the MA program in Women Studies at Oxford University. I really had to read all this because it's impressive. So congratulations, Maliha.
Thank you, Santi. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you, Noha. Thank you, Anjani and congratulations to all the awardees. This year, there are 3 recipients for the Dean's Medal who tied for the highest possible scholastic average at GU-Q. I will award them in alphabetical order. The first medal goes to, surprise, surprise, Pragyan Acharya. Pragyan. A champion debater who represented GU-Q at international debating competitions around the world and at the 5th UN Conference for Least Developed Countries, Pragyan has also distinguished himself at home. He earned honors in the international politics major with a minor in education, inquiry, and justice. His sustained inquiry has included an education and social justice fellowship where he researched education in the Philippines, several GU-Q research grants conducting research in Nepal, and an undergraduate research experience grant studying the Education City Multiversity Initiative. Pragyan also gave back to the academic community, serving as the student chair of the Honor Council and on the Dean's Curricular Task Force. Pragyan Acharya, you have earned this medal, the highest honor that Georgetown offers. Congratulations. The next medal goes to, again, surprise, surprise, Asma Shakil. As you've heard, Asma is the recipient of the Rhodes Scholarship, offering her full tuition to attend Oxford University. She earned international history honors in the major, and she was the recipient of the Georgetown University Provost's Distinguished Undergraduate Research Fellowship, the Lisa J. Raines Summer Fellowship, and a GU-Q research grant. Asma spent a semester conducting archival research at the University of Birmingham and has presented her research at a variety of forums here and in Washington, D.C. Her work has included contributions to the ISMAHA website and Sears publications, and she was recognized as the best community development advisor at the Student Residence Halls. Asma Shakil, your outstanding academic excellence has earned you this medal. And the final medal goes to, I feel like playing a game of guessing. You know, everybody gets an award for guessing who the 3 people are going to be. Fatima Yunusa. Culture and Politics Outstanding Student, Fatima also received a minor in Indian Ocean Studies and founded the community of French learners. As a student leader and mentor, she served as a senior peer tutor, undergraduate teaching assistant, Education City ambassador, and community development advisor, as well as a member of the Dean's Community Building Working Group. She also contributed to peer development as president of the African Student Association, where she established an executive board, identified and trained emerging leaders, and collaborated with other Education City universities. Fatima Yunusa, I reward your academic excellence with this medal. We will now take another break to enjoy our long-awaited main course. We will resume the ceremony after dinner. I am pleased to invite John Iwotu and Ayet Bouhajeb, class of 2024, to the lectern to present the honored GU-Q community members.
For the past 7 years, this person has been the reigning champion of this award. And while he may not be surprised by his win, the class of 2024 wants to acknowledge how incredibly helpful he has been to us and to every single class that has had the privilege of working with him. He often jokes that he keeps getting older while the students remain the same age. But we hope that these awards and our heartfelt gratitude make those aging years worth it. Because let's face it, we couldn't have made it through without his guidance and support. Whether we're in his office ranting about our own lives or being gaslighted into complaining about history classes taught by his wife, Professor Walther, he always manages to make the experience fun and entertaining, while still ensuring that we're on track to graduate on time and fulfill all of our course requirements. Let's not forget his legendary fishing obsession and claim that he single-handedly owns a boat. We're pretty sure he's caught more fish than he's given out academic advice, and that's saying something. So here's to you, the one and only Dean Julien Mout.
This professor has been an integral part of our academic journey, enlightening us with his vast knowledge and unique teaching style. Who could forget his famous example of perfect competition between Pepsi and Coca-Cola? It's a classic that will forever be etched in our minds, just like the countless economic theories he's imparted to us over the years. But this professor isn't just known for his expertise in economics. He's also our go-to guy for all things East Asia. In fact, there's a saying that goes, if you have questions about East Asia and you have him and an East Asian in the same room, ask him, he knows better. It's a testament to his deep understanding and passion for the region, and we are incredibly grateful to have learned from such a knowledgeable and dedicated professor. So here's to you, Dennis McConaughey, our esteemed professor. Our esteemed professor of economics and East Asian devotee, thank you for making our academic experience both informative and entertaining, and for always being there to guide us through the complex world of economics and beyond. Congratulations. I will now invite Thanos Saidalis, class of 2016 and Assistant Director for Alumni Relations, to the lectern for the alumni induction.
Thank you, John. Class of 2024, are you here? Okay. Nearly 4 years ago, at your new student convocation, the sign of your matriculation as students in Georgetown University was the academic gown given to you to wear that afternoon. All this, of course, metaphorically speaking, as your convocation was, you know. Tonight, however, we offer you another sign of the next phase of your life as a Georgetown Hoya, your class pin, which you may now remove from the bag given to you earlier this evening. This pin represents your formal induction into the Alumni Association. You are receiving the pin as a symbol of your lifelong connection with more than 215,000 Georgetown alumni around the world. I want to highlight, and for you to remember, that Georgetown will always be your home, and that you are always welcome in both our campuses in Doha and Washington, D.C. Now, please stand, and for the first time, wear the pin that will forever serve as a symbol of your membership in the Georgetown alumni community. Congratulations, class of 2024, and Hoya Saxa.
Georgetown's blue and gray.
It is now time for us to hear from our senior speaker. Every year, students elect their own senior speaker, and it is a testament to her spirit of service to her fellow classmates that she was chosen for this role. As we learned tonight already, she is graduating with great personal academic success, yet she has also contributed to the success of her fellow students as a peer tutor. She has modeled leadership outside the classroom through organizing MUN conferences, promoting the Holt Social Entrepreneur Prize, and completing 6 internships. She has also enriched life on campus by serving on the senior class committee and organizing events for the African Student Association and the Students for Justice in Palestine. And so, it is my great pleasure to present to you the student speaker for the class of 2024, Ayed Buhajab.
Esteemed guests, professors, deans, faculty, and fellow Hoyas, thank you for joining us tonight for a wonderful evening. I must confess, I am honored to be standing up here. As we gather today to celebrate our achievements and mark the end of our journey at Georgetown, it is important to acknowledge the harsh realities that exist beyond the confines of our campus. Even as we celebrate our achievements tonight, surrounded by our loved ones, our hearts are heavy with the knowledge of the atrocities taking place in Palestine, Democratic Republic of Congo, Sudan, Ukraine, and other nations. The suffering, the loss of innocent lives, and the censorship that seeks to silence the voices of those who cry out for justice cannot be ignored. We also stand in solidarity with our fellow Hoyas on the main campus in their encampment, demanding transparency and divestment from companies like Unilever, Boeing, Amazon, and Alphabet. Support for Arab and Palestinian students by the establishment of a dedicated working group to safeguard Arab students' rights and well-being. Cutting ties with Israeli universities, including the Tel Aviv University Study Abroad program with Paltrek program. Recognition and response to humanitarian crises, specifically the genocide ongoing to the Palestinians by the Israeli government. We also condemn the violence committed by the police against university students all around the world, students and faculty and staff who are calling for the liberation of Palestine from the river to the sea. In the midst of this darkness, we are grateful for the light that Georgetown University in Qatar has provided. Our university has served as a beacon of reason, a place where truth is pursued relentlessly and where the voices of the oppressed are amplified. Georgetown Qatar has taught us to think critically, to question the status quo, and to stand up for what is right, even in the face of adversity. It has instilled in us a deep sense of empathy, a commitment to justice, and a belief in the power of education to create positive change in the world. We might be exceptional in this case because the bar is low, the bar is almost non-existent, and we have a lot more work to do. As we reflect on our time here, let us remember the lessons we have learned, the bonds we have forged, and the growth we have experienced. Let us also remember the responsibility that comes with the privilege of being a Georgetown student. So let us start with reflecting on our journey as Hoyas at GU-Q before reminding ourselves of our duties beyond these 4 years. Remember the countless times we exchanged those surprised looks, followed by the question, "Wait, you're in my batch?" The phrase even made it to our senior hoodies, becoming a recurring theme throughout our sophomore, junior, and even senior years. Malak, Zain, Thanos, Uday, and Dr. John can tell you all about how shocked they all were during escape in the fall semester, where they genuinely figured out that we met some of our classmates for the first time ever. Though we might not have known each other intimately, these moments of realization have fostered a sense of friendship that grew stronger with each moment. Now, most batches would say that they remember their first time meeting an NSO on campus, or FYE in preparation for university life. For us, things were very different. Yes, some of us remember a name on a black screen on Zoom during July, where our NSO took a whole month, or remember reflecting on a discussion question in an FYE workshop, but most of us only met each other in a dorm room, 5 feet apart, masks on, looking for the trash room. Or at least that was my case. And the same for many international students that decided to leave their families mid-pandemic and embark on their university journey to feel independent and like a true adult. Or that's what we thought we would get. Instead, the journey we had envisioned our whole lives, we found ourselves attending classes alone in our dorms with no one to talk to other than bare names on a black Zoom screen. But while writing the speech, I honestly found myself forgetting about that first lonely year where we didn't know each other. Instead, I would smile at the fact that we all practically live on campus. We all go to every event we can fit in our schedule, eat from every buffet that's put in the atrium, and have conversations that make us barely catch the last tram back to the dorms. For many of us, especially international students, Georgetown has become a home away from home. We found comfort within the chairs of OA13, the long walkway to A24, and the sleepless nights of exam weeks in the library, surviving on nothing else but instant coffee and mini Snickers served by our kind librarians. Some of us may have even taken our sense of belonging a little too far, like those who have cleverly colonized the movie room, making it their own personal haven. I personally apologize on behalf of all of them. When I reflect on the many friends I have made over the past 4 years, the Oxygen Park area is the first space that comes to mind. Now, you might think that this space was exclusive for a certain group, but it was actually a hub for intellectual conversations above all. Numerous students, those who didn't even frequent the area for its primary purpose, would join in during those 15 minutes between classes. We would, as our generation says, spill the tea about our courses, gripe about assignments, or discuss fascinating trivia, like how there's a real clown school in California, as Marco would tell you, and how World War II was started because trains are on time in Germany, as Omar would tell you. These spaces where we gathered, laughed, and shared our stories became the heart and soul of our Georgetown experience. They were more than just physical locations. They were more than just physical locations. They were the catalyst for the formation of our community, transforming us from a group of individuals into a family. Beyond these spaces, I think it is only appropriate to talk about our academic journey, in the classroom, but also beyond, as we took what we learned in our challenging yet enriching classes beyond the paper that was due on a Tuesday or an e-portfolio we had to submit at the end of the semester. We found ourselves, 18 to 22-year-old scholars, as our professors love to call us, facing and grappling with the most pressing issues of our time, trying to grasp concepts and solve issues. We debated, our voices rising in passion. We had discourses as we sought to understand the complexities of the world around us. usually ending most heated conversations with the phrase, "It was all because of colonialism, wasn't it?" Through Georgetown, we hosted and attended events that shed light on the issues that mattered most to us, from social justice to equality and environmental sustainability and human rights. We invited speakers who challenged our perspectives, sparked meaningful conversations, and inspired us to think more deeply about our roles in creating a better world. Through these events, we fostered a sense of community and solidarity, knowing that we were not alone in our fight for justice. We also had fun, a lot of fun, like our first trip to Quest, our famous African night organized by none other than the African Student Association, to painting tiles for the Iranian Society event and challenging our own professors in SGA's trivia night. As we step forward into the next chapter of our lives, let us carry with us the memories, the lessons, and the spirit of our time at Georgetown University in Qatar. We have been shaped by the challenges we faced, the bonds we forged, and the growth we experienced within these walls. We have emerged as scholars, leaders, and change makers, ready to make a change and have the courage to speak out against oppression wherever it may be found. And to those, hopefully all of us, who felt so much anger at the injustices we witness every day, including the ongoing Nakba and genocide in Palestine, let us keep that anger alive. Let it drive us, motivate us to be better, to do better. Let us stand in solidarity with those who suffer and work towards a future where peace, justice, and equality reign supreme. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ayat. Thank you, John. Thank you, Thanos. You highlighted tonight the rich diversity reflected in our students in the speeches that you gave. You all came here from different places with different dreams, different histories, and different expectations, and made the experience uniquely your own. On the other hand, in the spaces you claimed, you found you had far more in common than you ever imagined. You coalesced into a community despite obstacles like the pandemic and the tragedies that we have also, that Ayat spoke about, which easily could have splintered your class. If there's a thread that unites this class, it is your extraordinary display of resilience. But it's more than just resilience, which is about enduring hardship with grace. This class didn't simply grit its teeth and get through it. You revealed a generosity of spirit. Your determination collectively to savor every moment of your time together defines this class. 4 years on, you are now aligned around a common purpose to make the world a better place, even though you are all about to part ways. All of us here tonight are inspired by what this class has achieved. On that note, this concludes our 2024 Tropaia exercises and senior class celebration of Georgetown University in Qatar. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow night at commencement, or tomorrow afternoon rather. Thank you for being here tonight. Enjoy your dessert, and Hoya Saksa.